I'm grateful to be able to share some major milestones achieved and also some big lessons learned with our project here in El Salvador. If you've been following the page for a while, I apologize for the lack of videos recently. And if you're new here, I'm going to give a quick overview as to what the hell we're doing in El Salvador. So last year, myself and some friends pooled our money together and we bought this 3-acre property in Surf City. So we're 2 kilometers from the beach, near the big party town of El Tunco. And our dream, our vision, is to build a hostel for backpackers to come and have a place where they can train, whether it's martial arts, dance, cooking, all sorts of skills that you can learn. We want to be able to provide the space for that and also have a good time. So create a good balance between hard work and good fun. So that's the dream. Might as well get straight into our biggest shortcoming, which was going into something without a proper plan. I've just mounted this horse for the crack. But no, seriously, we just had a dream of building this hostel without any plan. So we bought the land just on a casual agreement with friends, which was not recommended. So it just meant that nothing was very clear. And then when things didn't happen as they were supposed to happen, it meant we had to try and resolve it. And we're still in the process of that. So we're nearly legally established and have all of our frameworks in place. And that will give us a much stronger foundation to build on going forward. The dogs don't like when I get on the horse. I don't think the horse likes it. He's a very stationary horse. Come on. Come on. Anyway. All right. I'm going to get off the horse now. He's suffered enough. The real chaos on site started when we were in the middle of digging our well. The land beside ours was put up for sale and there were property developers coming to view it, saying they were going to build 8 to 10 houses or do this, do that. And alarm bells went off in my head because that would not be ideal, having all these new neighbors beside where we're trying to have our event space. So I got onto the group chat, was telling the guys, I did a couple of site walks of the land next door, and we basically came to the conclusion that yes, it would be a long-term solution if we owned the land. It would change our plans completely, but the challenge was raising the $120,000 that the seller was looking for. We do not have that money. That's more than we have to even develop the land that we currently own. Basically, we had to try and come up with a way to raise the money. We tried to make a business plan. In the space of a week, 2 weeks, we had to do it. As there were offers being put in for the site, we were trying to make the business plan, attract the investor, and make the offer all at the same time, all while we don't even have our company legally formalized. So this is why there was no videos recently. It was very chaotic. And in the end, it didn't work out because a Canadian developer came in and he's about to close the deal. He's paying asking price to build some Airbnbs. So we wish him the best of luck and we'll move forward. Like one of our counselors told us, a good friend, just be happy with what you've got. And very happy with what we have here. There was just that flash in the pan moment where we thought, I was thinking about the 10-year vision. If we get the capital now and we can own 6 acres with the sea view, big constructible land at the top, it would have been dreamy. But what's for you won't pass you. So despite our lack of planning, we still managed to get here, and we had 3 main objectives for the rainy season. We wanted to build a shelter, which we've done. That's it there in the red. We're also sleeping in these teepees now, which are very spacious and comfortable. Build a shelter, get connected to electricity, and get water. We have finally gotten water, it's been a game changer. So now we can actually wash ourselves, wash dishes, and just do all the things that you do with water. We are building an irrigation system that will serve us during the dry season, which is just started, to keep this place as lush and green as possible, and also plant as many fruit trees like mango trees, coconut trees, avocados, limon. We're just gonna have a whole fruit forest going on here, and then we'll grow some herbs and spices, some vegetables, but all of that needs water. So that's our first objective of 2025, is designing an irrigation system. Over the course of the rainy season, this rainforest has just sprouted up. So these are all teak trees, teca, which is what our shed is actually built out of. The dogs love running around them, and we're gonna love harvesting them. In about 5 to 8 years, we'll be able to build far more hardwood structures. And in the meantime, they're pretty aesthetic, if you ask me. We've only temporarily plumbed the site. So our shower is a garden hose, which is all right just for me, but our next job is to build showers. I've kind of started them up there. These are the toilets that we built just before we had a little bit of a Christmas party for friends that are here. So myself and Joe built these toilets. Need to put a proper door on it. It's just a piece of fabric for now. There are dry toilets, compost toilets, which work very well, made out of bamboo, which we harvested from our neighbor. So we had the machine come and do some major earthworks, and we didn't plan on this space, but it just happened to work out that we have this space now, which is useful because we're putting in our floor into the shed. That's what we have all this sand and gravel for. We're putting in a concrete floor, so it's going to be rock solid. And that means we have to take everything out of the shed and put it up here. I had that done, and then it started raining. It hadn't rained for a month, and then it started raining out of nowhere. So I had to put everything back into the shed and then take it all back out, which was just frustrating. I'm here on my own at the minute. Joe went home for the Christmas, and tomorrow I'm getting Chato is coming back to help me put in this concrete floor. So at the moment we've got the washing machine, which has been an absolute game changer. Have to take that out. We got this gas stove, it's great for coffee. Haven't fully started cooking yet because we haven't plumbed the sink. We temporarily plumbed the sink, then had to take it out again. And yeah, we're gonna put our kitchen in this corner. This is our fridge, which we also got for the party. And this is the space. So we're gonna have our gym in this corner, BJJ training mats here, desk and dining table here, and yeah, kitchen in that corner. And the back third, we'll just put a ping pong table there and keep it mostly open. We're going to be taking volunteers on formally starting this week. We've got our first guy coming from Mexico. He's going to stay for a few weeks and give a hand. It's brilliant because he speaks Spanish, so he'll be able to help us with our community projects such as sports days for kids, adult literacy classes. We've already used this space as our classroom, which is the long-term plan for this space, to give our first Bitcoin class to our neighbors that have a real interest in learning about this vastly important but complicated subject. One of our biggest challenges on site is access. So when the rain comes, everything just turns to shit. So our challenge is building footpaths haven't decided on a material yet. We're going to experiment with a few different ones. Like, we don't have the budget to just do things the way a normal property developer would. We have to do things more with trial and error, slowly, step by step, and we'll get there. I just want to address the expectations that this is a long-term project. Things will be slow. It won't happen overnight. So when people ask, oh, when are you going to be open? The answer is well, we can open probably in the next few months, but just don't expect to have too much comfort or luxury, because that's not our timeline. Our timeline is to build properly, but slowly, given our budget constraints. Watching so far, I know I've said this before, but the content will become more consistent. I'm really hoping to get a volunteer here that has a keen interest in videography that will help me record and edit these videos, because honestly, I've got a lot on my plate between the construction, the organization, the planning, the designing, and then trying to document it. It is challenging, not gonna lie. I can do better, but help would be very much appreciated, and it's a great opportunity for an up-and-coming video developer that would like some hands-on experience. So put the word out if you know anybody. There is a bed here and you will have a good time. I woke up this morning and I put 3 things on my list: do the laundry, buy a surfboard, and upload this video. I started off doing the video in the morning, recorded everything you just watched, put it down, tried editing it, and I'm trying a new software on the laptop, and yeah, there's a learning curve, and I just was getting a bit fed up of it, so I decided to buy the surfboard early, went for a surf, came back, and now I realized that I have to do a good bit of earthworks before Chateau comes in the morning, because we're getting ready for the concrete floor, and it's not at the right level because the kid that we hired, well, he didn't. So this is how you use a shovel. Scoop it in with your hand, using your knee as a lever, other hand directs it in. So you're just using your forearms, minimal lower back because your knee is levering. If nighttime shoveling. So I figured I might as well share a few more things before I post this video, because really it will be a minimally edited video. You're just getting it as I'm saying it now, just so I can check this off my daily to-do list, and it will break the ice because I haven't posted in a couple of months for the YouTube algorithm. On that matter, if you could like, comment, and subscribe. I know it's so cliche, but you have no idea how helpful comments and shares are. If you just copy the link, send it to your family WhatsApp group, or send it to a random person. That actually helps so much. So that would be really helpful. If you can comment something, anything, just go crazy. Just say one word. There will be no judgments in the comment space. Just comment Mario Kart or bananas or up mayo, whatever you want. Next thing is I'm actually going to be changing the name of this channel for my next video. So I've got a couple of recap videos planned, because I have loads of footage that I could have edited over all of this, but I'm not doing that right now. I'll do that on a slower pace. I'll go through all the footage and do a proper recap, like a whole project recap. So that will be enjoyable, and then also there will be a weekly video every week going forward, right? I've probably said that to myself many times about this project in the past, but this is the week it starts. I'm going to be more disciplined every day. I'll be trimming the videos of that day and getting them ready for whenever I edit it. I'll figure that out and get it up and hopefully get the shorts going again. But this focus is still on the long form videos. But yeah, shorts are obviously important, but I need to get the hang of the long form first. And I think that's everything. So yeah, I'll be changing the name to Salvador Valley. I don't know if I said that already, but anyway, that's it. It's getting late. I still have to spread out all of this earth that I'm wheeling in, and then yeah, tomorrow 7 a.m. Chattel comes. He has to help me take out the washing machine, the fridge, the cooker. That's a two-man job. Anyway, good night everybody. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're all keeping well.